If you're dealing with a guest, please don't do this.
This my car.
Okay, you ain't gotta be rude.
Yeah, come on, get out.
I'm getting out.
We're about to talk about it. Stay tuned. Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks, and this is Car Share Genius, where we help people who are looking to grow their fleet or new to Turo and looking to make sure they don't make any mistakes on this channel. If you're new here, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. That way you can get all the notifications. We're going to do a reaction video here today and talking about the disaster that just took place with a host and a guest and things that you should and should not do and how to avoid it. So without any ado, we're going to go ahead and watch the reaction video. Let's go.
Your name Terry? You Terry?
Yes, my name's Terry.
You got your ID with you?
Yes, I do.
Can I see it?
Yeah, you can.
What happened with the car? It's insured. I ain't tripping too much. Just what happened? What the fuck going on? I mean, what's up? Damn.
We was trying to get another car because I'm trying to get my car out of Chicago.
What happened to my shit?
When we was going up the what's that? The overpass.
Let me see your ID real quick. You damn near don't need no whip. You doing this shit to other people's stuff. Let me see your ID, please. So what? Somebody else hit y'all?
Yes, that's what I was saying. Somebody else already hit us. That's why we made the claim. Clean out, do what we need to do, and bring it back.
Shit, okay.
Get my charger off the thing.
So guys, there's so much to dive into this video. Like, it's so crazy. Looking at this video, it'll make your head hurt. This will make you scared as a host. And there's some things that the host did wrong, and there's some things that the guest did wrong, and we're gonna break that down. So guys, let's talk about the first thing with the host. As a Turo host, I never had a situation like that other than someone lost the key. And I'm not gonna sit there and place judgment on this host, but the procedure with Turo is that if a car doesn't show up by a certain time, you need to call them. They can start implying late charges. They can actually get the car towed or whatnot. It can be dangerous to do what he just did because he don't know the people per se. It could have violently, meaning that literally they say he walked up on them to get the vehicle. If it was a remote check-in, it could have ended up someone fighting, thinking, oh, you're trying to steal the car, and one thing could have led to another. So you don't want to do that. The best thing to do if you're in that situation, this how Turo get the car towed. You can get it towed. You can be out there and get the car towed. I had that happen before. I had him tow the car back to my house. He literally drove 200 miles to get to the vehicle. Another thing that should have been spoken to is whatever was taught in the messages, which I always do template messages on my platform. I let people know at the end of the day that they need to contact me. This is the roadside assistance. This is what you got to do. And the first thing I give them before we do any of that is the terms and conditions with Turo. Not just with me, but with Turo, what they're saying, what you got to do and whatnot. So that way they can't say they never got the information and it's open game, meaning that no one can play like I didn't know. So, well, you got that first message, right? The first message told you to read this while your car is getting ready to be rented out, whether it's going to be a month from now, 2 months from now, a week from now, or 2 hours from now, whatever. One more thing I would say too is customer service. There was lack of. Now, this is where it gets crazy because if he's not getting any communication, because it sounds like to me, he probably tried to call them, he probably tried to text or message or whatnot, and they'd avoid it. And he's like, hey, where's this car at? Where's this car at? Where's this car? Because it can mess with you, because that is your investment onto that platform. This may have been his personal car that he might have been using in and out to make a little bit extra money. We don't know. Doesn't give you any capturing of that. But we do know that he cussed out the guests. He started being very vulgar with them or whatnot. And that's one of the cardinal sins I say you don't want to do. No matter how bad the situation is, you don't want to sit there and cuss out no one, because what could happen in hand is that guest could have felt like my life felt threatening. this guy came up on me, trying to attack me, and they can just basically, with Turo, they said, well, we got a video showing it that could get you kicked off the platform. And you don't want to have that. You want to come off real smooth or whatnot. Even if these guests are wrong, you want to come off smooth. Now, let's talk about the guests. Boy. Coming out of Little Caesars with the car. Come on, guys. What I think the guest should have did is communicate. If there was some type of damage, something happened with the car. She mentioned something about there was some damage and it was trying to work this thing first before they come to him. It should have been some type of communication where if this is going on, I need to make sure that the host knows there's going to be a delay on the vehicle. And then another thing, they could have talked to Turo themselves and could have requested an extension. Or with the new feature, guests can actually put an extension on a phone and say, I'm requesting to extend this ride. And they can see if the vehicle is able to be extended. It was at night. I don't know. He could have had another booking that was coming up. Don't know. We don't know how long they were overdue based off this video. But another thing that the guest should have just did too is just have common courtesy. No matter who you are, don't care if you've been renting for years on Turo or Enterprise or whatnot, you definitely want to make sure that you are taking care of the person's car with respect. And for me, tracking down a guest, it's gonna be words to be said, right? But not cuss words, but the guests shouldn't play like they didn't know, because they were like, what you mean? And he literally said, you are the person who rented the vehicle out, but you're sitting in the back seat. So I don't even know if the guests actually had people authorized to drive the vehicle. So there's many things that could have happened here. As a host, you are able to get additional fees based off that type of trip. Late charge, improper parking. It could be anything with cleanliness, fuel. It could be multiple things. I believe that Turo never told him to go get the vehicle. I honestly would tell you that, speaking on the behalf of Turo on that section, I never heard him say, go get the vehicle. They'll try to tell you, hey, we can probably get it towed. We can get the police out there or something. And maybe he didn't like the answer that they said it's going to take a while. And he said, no, I see the car. I'm going to get it. But 200 miles is a lot. That's not like an easy 1 hour trip or 30-minute trip. That's going to take a few hours. And he was that dedicated to get the vehicle. So we don't know how long it is. Now, one thing I will tell you that the improvements with Turo is that they do help you, recommend you getting GPS systems. What I use is Bouncy. Bouncy is a GPS system that actually helps track your car, the fuel state, the battery state, any engine codes, how the drop is going with the vehicle, if there's excess speeding, braking, idling. You can track all that and you can get the data on your maintenance. That's something that you can check out, and the link is going to be down below. One of the other things that Turo's done too is stricter verification procedures. You have to have a license, you have to do the selfie with license, and it has to be in there or you're not going to rent the car no matter who you are. And with communication, it's very clear. You could talk to the guest by telephone, you could talk to them through text, you could talk to them Messenger. My recommendation is always talk to them through Messenger, because that is the log that they use to verify the conversation's been taking place with you and the guest. Don't look at the text message, they look at the Messenger app that you have and track the conversation. And truly, again, if there's any issues with these vehicles, you want to make sure that you don't want to give the guests any type of room to say, well, this car was acting funny, it made me feel funny or whatnot. Because I had it happen not too long ago where a guest was saying that the car was smoking on fire. And when we went to go check the car, nothing was wrong with it. He just didn't like the car. He felt like it should have been a 2023 versus a 2013, which is stated in the description. So that's just some things that you want to take in consideration. For lessons for the host, you got to thoroughly screen your guests. How I screen my guests, because Turo penalizes you if you reject a rental. You have the option back in the day to reject it, but like if you're not accepting it, they have banned a lot of vehicles on a platform that were doing that, because it's like, you're not helping us. We are supposed to guarantee vehicles to be rented to these guests. You're being picky, or I don't like that they look, they don't have any ratings, I don't trust that. And it's your prerogative as a host. It's your prerogative to decide if you want to do that, but just understand that Turo will be like, well, if you want to keep canceling, well, we're just going to not let you have your car on our platform, because at the end of the day, they're looking at the money. You need to have clear communication. You need to state in your messages, your pre-messages, what you're expecting, what the expectations, what the rules are, even though you may have gave them the terms and conditions. Well, I do this with my Dodge Charger. I let people know if there's excess speeding, if you're doing any type of reckless driving, we're monitoring it with GPSs in the car. When I say GPSs, there are multiple GPSs in my vehicle to cover my butt when it comes to renting my vehicles out. And some of those vehicles do have kill switches. If you have a vehicle like that, this was the vehicle to go for. I recommend that for everyone to get kill switches put in their car. So if a guest wants to abuse your vehicle, and I've done this before, you kill the engine. Now the engine won't kill while they're driving, but next time they park the car and cut off the engine, it will send a signal to your vehicle not to start up. Now they stranded. They're gonna call you. I have no choice but to call you. So what's wrong with your vehicle? And now you can explain to them nothing's wrong with the vehicle. I just pushed the button, no matter where you at around the world, and I killed the engine because I told you what to do. And another thing too is make sure you got the proper insurance or the protection plans to be exact. So it has protection plans that you can use. Make sure you get the right one that can cover you. They have it where some have zero deductible, some have an up to over $1,500 to $2,000 deductible. So you definitely want to check that out there. And again, guys, I'm telling you, have you been through a situation like this? I have to know. I have to tell you, don't worry. Do not worry. But if you have, I would love to hear it. Drop your comments down below. Again, guys, if you're new to this, if you're trying to figure out how you can avoid it, don't worry. I got you covered. I have a course right here called Car Share Genius. It's at carsharegenius.com. Check it out. Definitely do not want to miss out on this. I'll walk you through this and I can prevent you from having this. Again, guys, check out the course. Don't wait. Don't think about it. Do it right now. Again, my name is Mr. Luke Evan Brooks. If you enjoyed what I did, you enjoy what I brought to you with the reaction video, let me know. We'll make more of those. Give me some thumbs up, likes. That helps me out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. Again, my name is Mr. Luke M. Brooks, and I hope to see you next time. Take care. Peace.